Mr. Chipman, a minute ago, Senator Whitehouse asked you if any of your views on guns are out of step with the majority of the American people. The AR-15 is one of, if not the most popular rifle in America. It's not a machine gun. It's a rifle. Your public position is that you want to ban AR-15s. Is that correct?
Senator, thank you for the question, and thank you for our visit yesterday and offering me a Dr. Pepper. It made me reminisce about my time in Central Texas. But now to your question. With respect to the AR-15, I support a ban as has been presented in a Senate bill and supported by the President. The AR-15 is a gun I was issued on ATF's SWAT team, and it's a particularly lethal weapon. And regulating it as other particularly lethal weapons, I have advocated for. As ATF director, if I'm confirmed, I would simply enforce the laws on the books, and right now there is no such ban on those guns.
So you want to ban the most popular rifle in America. A minute ago, and you noted there is a Senate bill. Senator Feinstein had a bill to ban some 2,000 specified rifles and other firearms in her bill. In 2013, the Democrats had a majority in the Senate. It was the Harry Reid Senate. And we voted on the Senate floor on Senator Feinstein's so-called assault weapon ban. Do you know how many senators voted for it?
No, I do not.
40. 60 voted against it. So in a Democratic Senate, a supermajority voted against a ban. Now, part of the reason they voted against the ban, as you're aware, is during the Clinton administration, there was a ban in effect. The Department of Justice studied the effect of that law and discovered that it had no measurable impact on violent crime. Is that right?
Senator, I did enforce this law for 10 years as an ATF agent. I'm unfamiliar with the study that you are pointing out, and I apologize for that.
Well, when you and I met in my office last night and discussed it, I asked if there were any data to suggest that the ban was effective, and what you said in the office is you were not aware of any data, that the data was, I think, mixed is the term you used.
Yeah, yes, Senator. What I said to you yesterday, you've accurately stated it. I think it was mixed, which, I stand by that remark. And I think my recollection is that evidence was shown that the limitation on magazine size had an impact. I also believe that later studies showed that the use of assault weapons in mass shootings had declined during that period. But that's how I would like to characterize my views on that.
So you also said when you and I talked yesterday in the office that Senator Feinstein's bill, which a supermajority of senators voted against in a Democratic Senate, you said that bill didn't go far enough and you wanted an even broader ban to ban. You said it didn't go far enough. Is that right?
Senator, thanks for that question and the ability to clarify. What I did say is that Senator Feinstein's bill did not address those firearms that are currently in the possession of Americans. And then I did share with you my view as an advocate, which would be quite different than someone actually enforcing the law in the books, that those firearms could be treated under the NFA and regulated that way, which would deal with those currently in the possession of Americans.
So when you say it didn't go far enough, you mean that you don't just want to ban the manufacturer of those rifles, you don't just want to make it illegal to sell those rifles, but you want to actively have government go after the people who currently possess firearms, and if they don't register and submit to all of the onerous restrictions of the National Firearms Act, presumably confiscate their weapons?
Senator, what I've said publicly is that as an advocate, I prefer a system where the AR-15 and other assault weapons are regulated under the National Firearms Act.
Let me shift to Ms. Jaddou. You and I also had a conversation this week. Do you consider so-called birth tourism to be a problem?
Thank you, Senator. Thank you, and thank you for taking the time to meet with me yesterday. I really appreciated that. We did have a quite fruitful discussion on that issue. And I believe we ended with the thought that we need to collect some information, and the data is not there. I also noted that as a mother and as someone who's been through quite a difficult delivery, the incredible interest in protecting the health of a mother, the health of a new baby, and ensuring that we could do the best we can so that women and their babies are protected.
Ms. Jaddou, with all respect, I don't find that answer remotely credible. And you said in my office you didn't consider birth tourism, an 8-month pregnant or 9-month pregnant woman getting a tourist visa to come to America to have a child on American soil, so that child is an American citizen, that you didn't consider it an abuse of our laws. It's an obvious and transparent abuse of the laws. I will point out last December, federal prosecutors indicted 6 people running a birth tourism operation in Long Island, where Turkish women would pay between $7,500 and $10,000 to travel to New York on tourist visas to give birth and return to Turkey with American citizen babies. And in 2019, the New York Times referred to the birth tourism industry as, quote, thriving. Is it your position that this doesn't occur, that the New York Times was wrong, that there's not a blatant abuse of our immigration system?
To the extent that anybody is committing fraud or assisting in anybody committing fraud or misrepresentation, that has not only makes someone inadmissible to the United States, but also there are criminal penalties. And I understand, I'm not familiar with the case you just mentioned, but I'm familiar with other ones that a sister agency inside the Department of Homeland Security in the past, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, has addressed.
Thank you.
Senator Klobuchar.
Thank you very much.